at least in some situations, our forebears were not acting out of malice. They were acting in their interest, for better or worse, and according to the information and values of their time. People moved plants and animals for trade, and as a byproduct to trade and travel. In recognizing this, one arrives at an obvious conclusion. We have no such shield to hide behind while moving forward. Our understanding of invasive species, while not complete, is comparatively robust, and our continuing to bring about new biological invasions indicates that, rather than tackling the challenge ourselves, we would rather pass on this burden to future generations. In writing this book, we hope these themes bubble to the surface. Our key aim is to answer why biological invasions occur, and much of the first 2/3 of the book is dedicated to describing the processes by which a species becomes invasive. This detail should give the listener an understanding of the technical aspect of biological invasions, but also why they occur in societal terms. We do this by trying to show that values, that is, our relationship with the non-human world, as much as ecology, underpin invasive species as a phenomenon. All books need to be written with their audience and purpose in mind. We think we have struck the right balance in depth of topics that are central to understanding invasive species, while not getting too caught in the weeds so that the larger points are missed. Additionally, we wanted to leave enough uncertainty for the listener to be viscerally aware that invasive species are not a just-so story, nor are the conclusions. Much work needs to be done on this important global challenge, a challenge of our making. Chapter 1: A Global Challenge. Are you carrying any fruits or vegetables? This is a familiar question encountered by the international traveler, but not one you would expect to hear while driving through outback Australia. And yet, it is asked of all highway-borne traffic entering the large south-central state of South Australia. The interest in produce at these roadside checkpoints is less about the fruit and more about what could be growing in it, and represents South Australia's first line of defense against invasive species. On the western border of South Australia, the primary species of concern is Ceratitis capitata, the Mediterranean fruit fly, or medfly for short. It is a relatively small, squat fly, 3 to 5 millimeters in length, which creates a new generation every 3 to 4 weeks. The medfly is native to tropical Africa, despite its name, but due to its broad environmental tolerances, it has invaded numerous locations, including the Mediterranean, Asia, Hawaii, Central and South America, and Australia, specifically the state of Western Australia. More than 250 plants host medfly, and many are important commercial crops such as apples, oranges, grapes, and various nuts, all of which grow in South Australia. If left unchecked, the medfly could easily take up residence and devastate South Australia's horticultural industry. Damage to a crop begins with adult female flies. They sport a sharp ovipositor, effectively a small needle extending from the fly's abdomen, which is used to pierce and lay eggs just beneath the fruit's skin. On green apples and other similarly light-colored fruit, egg-laying marks are often visible on the skin as small brownish